Hello, dear children. Welcome back. Today we will read a story from the series The Tiny Detectives by Cressida Cowell. The story Is the middle of the earth hot? Let's find out. The Tiny Detectives. Is the middle of the earth hot? Meet the tiny detectives. The tiny detectives are very little indeed. They are also very curious. That's why they live in a bookcase. Because even the littlest of people can find answers to big questions if they dive into a book. And that is exactly what the tiny detectives do best. One chilly day, the tiny family were watching the snow drift down outside the window. "Beetles cold," said Boo, as the family all huddled together. "I wish we could go somewhere warmer." "I wonder what the hottest place on earth is?" asked Ollie. Then Tiger asked a big question. "Is the middle of the earth hot?" "Of course it is," said Ollie. "How do you know?" said Tiger huffily. "You have never been. Nobody has." "This sounds like a job for the tiny detectives," said Mum. "Let's jump into a book to find out the answer." So the tiny detectives climbed the bookcase and Mum picked out a book called The Journey to the Middle of the Earth. They wound the red story thread around their waist so they could get back out of the book at the end of their adventure. And they leapt right into the earth's crust, dropping down and down through layers of mud. "Maybe we'll find some buried treasure on the way," said Tiger. Sure enough, in the ground, all around them, they could see the glint of metal, coins and cups and broken swords. "Oh!" said Ollie excitedly, because he loved history. "This is like going back in time. I wonder who owned all these things." Ollie borrowed Tiger's spade to dig out one of the coins. "I can use this one as my dinner plate," said Ollie, admiring himself in the shiny surface. "And pretend I am a pirate from long ago." Further down still, they found skeletons and fossiled eggs of dinosaurs who lived millions of years before. "Oh!" exclaimed Tiger, who really loved dinosaurs. "I'll take this Tyrannosaurus egg to see if it hatches." Down the tiny detective family dropped, deeper and deeper. "Oh!" said Mum, who loved natural history. "This worm is called a nematode." "How amazing that things like this can live so far down." She put the tiny worm carefully into her case to study it back home. Further down they went. "Ooh!" squealed Pooh. "Diamonds!" Sparkling as far as the eye could see were beautiful shining diamonds packed into the shape of upside down mountains. Bo dug out one of the diamonds and put it in his rucksack. And then the red story thread dropped further than any human being had ever gone before. It grew hotter and hotter as they passed an iron river heading into the earth's core. The outer core was mostly liquid iron that moved like a river of lava. The center itself was white hot solid and 3/4 the size of the moon. Dad excitedly examined his thermometer. "Not only is this the hottest place on the earth, it's as hot as the surface of the sun. Luckily, we are protected from the heat by the power of the story. Even so, Dad has to wipe his brow. Beetle would like to go home now, said Bo nervously, looking at the fiery, sludgy waves storming all around them. The tiny detectives gave three big tugs on the story thread and they were pulled up, up, up through the many layers of the earth back onto the welcoming coolness of their very own bookcase. Now the tiny family were warm and happy. So the middle of the earth is hot, said Ollie. And we all found buried treasures, said Tiger. Ollie had his coin, Tiger had her egg, Mum had her worm, Dad had the answer to the very big question, and Bo had his diamond, which was a present for Beetle, because Beetle loved shiny things and Bo loved Beetle. You see, everyone has a different idea of what makes buried treasure. The end. I hope, children, you all enjoyed this beautiful story which tells us about the things we find in the earth. Now, let us see, can you children find Tiger hiding in amongst the treasure?
I found Tiger. She's in the right top corner of the page.
Very good. Children, please like the story, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel. We'll be back with another story soon. Until then, bye bye.